confuse them.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
But he was the chef up north.
What's happening, family? What is happening? We are coming to you with a live special broadcast for you today. And of course, if you didn't know, my name is Chef C from New Jersey, and this is On The Next Podcast, brought to you by Lil Line Films from the Soil, Black American docuseries, where we travel all around the country, waking up the culture, cuisine, and of course, the Black American grassroots advocates in pursuit of reparative justice. And today's broadcast is always cooked up out of the community kitchen, but we got a special one here today. I want to ask y'all, is it freedom or fear that motivates your vote? And because it's a special edition, Black American History Month, I have a legacy leader and holder coming on board with us for today, Joy Charles of Melbourne, who created the Black American History flag. 1967 is one heck of a year, and we have that legacy holder coming in here to bring us the true history and origin of why this thing was created and necessary to show true pride for Black Americans all around this country. She is going to be joining us in the community kitchen today. And of course, that fly track you hear right there in the background, ladies and gentlemen, is made by one artist, Malachi himself, the flag of Black America. And we're going to be talking with him as well to get an understanding of what motivated him and others on the track to create this phenomenal masterpiece. I want y'all to keep it locked with me right here. We'll be right back after these brief commercials. This is On The Next Podcast, and I am your host, Chef C from New Jersey. Keep it locked, family.
I'd rather get shot than listen to step up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we had a small little issue there, but nonetheless, we are back. Can everybody hear me? Just for clarification, can y'all hear me? Let me know, family.
I hear you.
In the chat. Peace, peace, peace. All right, so I want to thank everybody here again for joining us. I got Malachi himself in the building, and I got Miss Joy Charles. Is it Mrs. Charles or Miss Joy Charles K?
It's actually Mrs. Joy Charles K.
That's what I'm talking about. Mrs. Joy Charles K in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show y'all who this young lady is, because if you don't know, you need to know who this young lady is here. Family, she happens to be one of the greatest legacy inheritors if I could say so myself, to bring something to us. When you're thinking about having true pride in your culture, specific to Black America, you know, I couldn't see a better person or a better legacy to inherit other than being the one who is responsible for restoring and, you know, reinforcing pride in being a Black American around this country. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Joy Charles K, Mrs. Joy Charles K, in the building right now. And I say, you know what? Listen, all the current event stuff is fly. It's all cool. Ha ha ha. But you know what? It's Black History Month, Black American History Month, and not enough people are bringing the right attention to the things that matter. So, what better way to do it other than bringing up the legacy holder and the proud owner of the Black American Heritage LLC? Am I correct, Mrs. K? Am I
That is
correct?
correct. That is
That's
correct.
that's right. That's right. So, you know, you got the floor, Mrs. Joy. Uh, I would like everybody to just have an understanding of who you are, and then, of course, I'm going to go to my brother Malachi, um, for creating this fly track that y'all heard uh, with the introduction here. But Mrs. Joy, uh, I gotta hear from you. Your father, you know, when I came across this thing a couple years ago, you know, I've always had the same kind of a feeling that he had when he, you know, when he decided that it was necessary that we have a specific flag for ourselves. So my search of finding something, I'm like, man, it's got to be something out there for us. So, you know, first and foremost, let me make sure that everybody knows who you are. So we're gonna go to our first question because we like to do this thing the right way. And, you know, I think it is necessary that we have an understanding of who you are and what your connection is to what we have here right up on the screen. The Black authentic, right? This is the one, Black American Heritage flag, ladies and gentlemen. And you can get it from her directly. But of course, we'll leave all that information toward the end so you can go ahead and purchase from her directly, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Joy, got a
Yes,
question for you. First
sure.
question, and we're going to keep it nice and simple. Okay. Let everybody know who you are and your particular connection to this Black American Heritage flag.
Okay, so I am the daughter of Melvin Charles, who was the co-designer of the Black American Heritage flag.
Mhm. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
And, you know, Joy, I know this might be a shot in the dark here, but were you out and running about when your dad first decided to go ahead and try to make this thing?
Well, in a way, yes. I mean, I was young. I was 5 years old when they created the design and when the flag was initially raised.
Mhm.
And so I was there at the beginning.
Right.
Um, I gave a talk last Sunday, and someone asked the question of about my memories in terms of the flag. And if you read the book, because my father wrote a memoir called The Rallying Point,
That's right.
and in The Rallying Point, he does refer to at least one trip we took to New York, and our correspondence or our initial talk about going, and when we were on the trip, and I have vivid memories of that. So I remember a lot from those early years, and it was a very interesting time. My parents were very involved with the civil rights movement,
Yes.
and they were followers of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and I remember them taking me to the Poor People's March on Washington. So I do have pretty vivid memories of the early days of the flag.
Phenomenal, phenomenal, Joy. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what she's talking about, that book, here you see it on the screen, The Rallying Point. All right. Again, how to get a hold of it to purchase it directly from her. We're definitely going to show you how you can do that right at the end of the broadcast. But this is the book for reference, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you screenshot that. You can actually go ahead and Google it as well. But I'm sure, Mrs. K has a particular place you need to go ahead and cop that from. So this is the book right here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now, second question for Mrs. K here. I have, the origin stories, right? I mean, there's always something, I checked out a smaller documentary on your father's flag. And I said, you know what? Let me keep it Rodney. I wonder who this is. Rodney. Who's Rodney? Tap in, Rodney. What's your name, sir?
Oh, I think that's Rodney Watkins, my business partner.
Oh, phenomenal. Good, Rodney. Good to have you on board, Rodney. So that's what I like. We got business on business up in here. So now, Joy, the origin story of the flag, right? We wanted to make sure that people have an understanding of what these colors mean. Why did he even create it? Let's start there. What was your father's motivation in creating this flag?
Well, the flag was created in the midst of the civil rights movement, and my father and Mr. Jackson were young men at the time. They were in their early 30s, and they were hardworking, they were family men, and they were also veterans who were proud of their culture, proud of their country, proud of their culture, and really felt the need to have a way to express to the rest of the country that Black Americans made significant contributions to America throughout the many years since slavery. And so they decided to build the flag, create the flag. My father, if you watch his documentary, talks about going to parades and seeing flags from other countries, but no flag to represent us. And so, it was a lifelong dream for him to have a flag to represent who we are as a culture. And so that's how it started. In terms of the flag and its design, there are two diagonal pieces of red on either side of the flag, which stand for the blood that was shed by our forefathers. The black in the middle represents our pigmentation and our pride in pigmentation.
That's right.
There's a gold wreath that represents peace and prosperity. And then the sword that represents, it's a Moorish boarding sword that represents the strength of who we are.
I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, the blood that was shed, this is when you think about it. Let me make sure I got now, Joy, I want to make sure I got the right pick of Pops. Is that Pop right there?
That's him in 2014. Yes.
Okay. So shout out to Pop. I just wanted to make sure I got the right images. And ladies and gentlemen, you just got to understand that for a very long time, for those of you who haven't seen the documentary, again, the motivation comes from having that American flag all over the place, but not having something specific for us as Black Americans. Okay. And a lot of times it just starts, that kind of ingenuity kind of starts, right in the home, and looking at yourselves and saying, what do we have for us? And I think at least for me, on a Black History Month, we're not seeing more of this flag being flown throughout the United States. We're missing a target with this. And I took it upon myself to make sure we bring it to you. So Joy, in the meantime, what I want to do, I got to take a brief commercial break here, and we're going to come right back with this thing again. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a quick intermission. We got my guy Malachi here, and again, I'm gonna definitely let y'all know how you can get a hold of this track right here. If you want to bump that in your car, it's definitely a banger. pride when we talk about Black American history here in the United States. So keep it locked with me, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with Malachi and Joy Charles, legacy holder of Black American Heritage Flag. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Flag of Black America outside, no cable. Flag of Black America.
Born in the blood of a war womb, curse breaker, this ain't nothing anyone would choose. Still I wake up, dress for battle and put on my shoes. Ain't no time for makeup when you in the trenches making moves. When it's time to die, ain't no shake up, you don't get to choose. I'm just trying to fly, kid or lie, dead I'm all recused. Attitude, the light within the shadows, rattle I produce. Currency is time, spend it wise, let that shit
We're
go.
the last ones left. We are the original bastards of the party. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't take care of this shit, ain't nobody will. That's why it's people like me here to keep this shit alive. You know what I'm saying?
Sitting at. Cut the check. You took my great-great-granddaddy's GI Bill. Cut that check. But you gave all them white folks them GI Bills. Cut the check. You took our generational wealth away from us. Cut the check.
Indigo babies, the worries of the world be trying to drive you crazy. Conspiracy connive, still the light stay blazing. Don't ever let the enemy dilute or bury what's your truth or sniff it out of you. Don't ever get confused of excellence your proof, and it ain't nothing to refute an irrevocable dispute. Cause you can't love the wicked out the damn, that shit is mooting. Everybody
Know what it is, town biz, right? Yes, indeed. Town business all day.
And we raise the vibration on the planet. We raise the vibration on the planet. They hear our voices, and we're going to get our reparations, and we're going to get a protection bill.
Got me.
But he was the chef up north.
I'm Miller King.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed, we are back here. I got the track on in the background, and I gotta say to myself, ladies and gentlemen, it is important that if you don't have this track right here, okay, you need to go ahead and get it. All right, and I got the man, the creator behind it. Now we got some fly features on the track here, but it is necessary that I introduce to you all the creator behind this sound, this track right here. I got Brother Mel in the building. Brother Mel, tap in. What's the word, Brother Mel? Peace to you.
Hey, peace. Can you hear me?
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Now, Brother Mel, I got to spin the block. I want everybody to be aware of this particular track. And, you know, when you set out to create this thing here, when you set out to create it, understanding the importance of what it means for our people as Black Americans across the country, what drove some of the creative components to deliver such a track like this on your end?
Okay, so when I first learned about the Black American Heritage Flag, I fell in love with it. And in my mind, I was like, this flag deserves a song dedicated towards it. Kind of like an anthem. And I wanted more of Black Americans to know about this flag. And what better way to spread attention to this flag than music? I feel like with music, I feel like it could help the attention and you know, garnish attention towards the flag, and people can hear it in the music, and they, you know, have them interested in it. So, you know, I flew down to Orlando, I recorded it, and then my friends hopped on it, and the rest was history.
Well, my question would be to you, man, like them lyrics. Now, my understanding is that you didn't have a lot of crazy veteran rappers come on this track. And this is something that Cats was really just spitting off the hip, you know, just coming off the core form. it was my understanding that you coached a lot of them. Tell me about that process. How were you able to take novice lyricists and bring them up to snuff to deliver such a fire track? What was some of the coaching like during that process?
That's a great question right there. Well, Sister KD, it was already in her. I didn't, it came from the heart. Well, with Tommy and Sister KD, KD wrote her verse so quick, and it was perfect. I was like, wow, it was just perfect. The brother Tommy, he wrote his verse quick too. I'm sorry, I lost my voice, but the brother Tommy wrote his verse quick as well. And I didn't really have to coach him that much. We might have re-recorded a couple of parts over, and that was really it. I didn't instruct him how to write his verse. He did it himself.
Oh, that's all him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. See, hey, Mrs. Joy, look at the motivation by you still standing 10 toes down on this flag. You got cats, people becoming something that they didn't even think they could be, just to deliver. And that's the kind of, I don't see a better way of showing pride, Joy. If you ask me, I mean, to be motivated just by the innovation of your father and his partner. This is kind of what he envisioned. Would you agree with that?
I would. I think he would be happy to know that there was a song created about the flag, because his intent was to spread the knowledge of the flag across the country. And so, however that can happen, he would have just loved that, whether it's through song, through writing, through through spoken word, however we can express pride in our culture and in the flag is an incredible thing. So it's really amazing to see how this song was created and why.
Thank you. That's phenomenal. I really, it is it's been very important on this end, Joy, that we're finding that there's less and less things that are specific to Black Americans. So to even have this still being around, shout out to you. Shout out to your pop for even getting it done in Linden. Now I want to share a screen, ladies and gentlemen, of her father. Actually, he had a couple little, complications of getting this flag raised, just like most things when it comes to us doing something tailored for Black Americans. But he was able to successfully get it done in Linden, New Jersey, and then later in Newark at some point, right there on Springfield Avenue. Anybody know about that? You understand the history of Springfield Avenue, when it comes to the Newark riots. So, he was able to get that done, and I don't see a better way of doing it. So, ladies and gentlemen, while you're here, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. I'm going to bring it up very shortly. Like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bring this thing up. Now, again, for those of you who are interested in making some purchases as well, I'm going to show you where you can go, how you can get a hold of our great legacy holder here, make some purchases, got flag, got shirts, got hats. Okay, definitely go ahead and support that business. It is a business. Okay, so yeah, lip service and real service. However, it is some good product. Those flags are high quality flags. All right, not your $2 flags, just so we all know. Let me go ahead and share the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now, where I'm going to is I'm going to Joy's profile. If you need to get a hold of her, I'm sure she has a business partner. There's other ways you can go about doing that. Get a hold of the business partner. Y'all have the conversation in whatever way you need to about things that you can do in the future with Joy, and particularly for the Black American Heritage flag. But ladies and gentlemen, that's a raising of the flag in Linden, New Jersey. Okay. Flying high, baby, flying high. And if you don't know, this is what the flag looks like. So now when you see it, don't get it mixed up with a Trinidadian flag. This is a Black American heritage flag. Let me be clear about that. Let me go ahead and let me play this so they can see that flag blowing in the air. Come on now. Huh? Your flag, to be very clear. So, again, this is the channel that you can go to. Let's go on down and show you she's got a sale going. Is this sale still valid, Joy?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, again, you want to go ahead and support what you should. Let's not go ahead and make, don't get cheap. I know income tax is coming through right now. Some of y'all got them refunds. Let me go ahead and stop my banner. All right. Y'all got those refunds coming through real heavy right now. Go ahead and support. Y'all can go to the Black American Heritage flag. It's a hashtag. You can go ahead and put that in and get to the site. Or you can go to wearblackletics.com, wearblackletics.com, and go ahead and make y'all purchases, ladies and gentlemen. The sale is live right now.
Okay? It's actually weareblackletics.com.
Phenomenal. Thank you. We are Blackletics. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for that correction there. We are Blackletics, ladies and gentlemen.com. You can go ahead and get that. Go ahead and support that Black American owned business. Black American owned business, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So now, what I want to do, let's keep on going with this. I got to bring my guy Malachi back up to the flow. Again, some of the lyrics here, I just need y'all to hear these lyrics, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Hear these lyrics, understand, and that's him on the first end of the track. Right? Now, if y'all don't know, he's from the infamous Secure the Tribe. These brothers are grassroots advocates on the ground level doing work. Okay. Definitely can find them on all social media platforms. If you want to get a hold of this brother, check out the rest of his music. You can do that as well. Okay. So while we got this track going, y'all, okay, I want to go into a couple more questions for Joy. Now, Joy, I really need to know, okay, and let everybody know, to your knowledge, how many other states or cities would you be aware of the placement of this flag currently?
When you say placement, you mean flags that flying
or even hanging up in anybody's museum? How many places would you be aware of where people can probably see it for themselves?
I don't know specifically how many museums, but I do know that it has been raised every year in Springfield, Massachusetts since 1984, I believe, and then in Salem, Massachusetts, they use it for their Negro Election Day, which is in July.
Okay.
So I know specifically in those places, it is flown from their city hall spaces and around their towns.
Phenomenal. Okay. Well, Massachusetts got it back. That's great. Yeah. Shoot, if you got it over there, Lord, that's one of the original racist places. I like that flag flying out there. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, to be honest with you, they have a very they're very knowledgeable about their history in the state of Massachusetts. The blacks there know about their history going back to the back to the American Revolution. And so, it's an interesting place to go, to either Salem or Springfield. And they are very proud of who they are as Black American people. It's such an interesting place.
Love it. Phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, right there, you're going to see on the screen, rallypointa.co. Go ahead and get yourself one of those books, ladies and gentlemen. Again, This is Melvin Charles's book, The Rallying Point. Want to learn more about our history, the legacy of it all? Definitely go ahead and copy yourself The Rally Point, ladies and gentlemen. Right there, you see it. And again, of course, you can go to weareblackletics.com to get your apparel, your merch. Definitely go ahead and get that. So here's where we are. Okay, the future of the Black American Heritage flag. Does it require a lot more prioritization, Joy, for Black Americans collectively? Should it be everywhere? And where do you see the future of this Black American Heritage flag being?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, one of my goals is to, number one, create a documentary about the origin of the flag, starting in 1967 and continuing through my father's journey. And I also would like to do a children's book, which highlights the two men who actually created the flag, and make it applicable to children who are in grammar school, to give them a sense of their history.
Phenomenal. Now that would be fly. We definitely need that. I will say this. I want to get into the game now, quote unquote game. All right. And this is going to be for both of y'all. All right. We got Brother Mel in the building, and we got the legacy holder Joy, Mrs. Joy Charles K, in the building. I have a couple questions for y'all. All right. And we're going to have to stop the track. We're going to have to stop this music for this one here so you can hear the question. Now, I'm going to go to Mel first, and then I'm going to go to you, Joy. But first, before anybody that's in the audience, if you got questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. If you got any questions for Joy or Brother Mel, let me know in the comment section. All right. And we'll get those questions answered for you. Now, on to today's debacle. I'm going to call it a debacle, ladies and gentlemen, for the simple fact is we collectively, unfortunately, are still being motivated by propaganda that pulls on the heartstring of our collective. And I want to present an objective position here. Let people make their own choices, right? But I'm going to say, when I ask this question or I make this statement, Brother Mel and Joy, all you got to say, Biden or Trump. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull this up for y'all. Now, this person said, okay, I'll be damned if I feel responsible to pay for what happened 300 years ago. Mel, who made that statement?
Biden.
Joy, who made that statement?
I really don't know. I don't know. This could be a trick question. So I don't know.
All right. Mel, you got it, fam. You on top of it right there, right? Mel with the W, Mel with the dub. Let's go to the next one, y'all. See, listen, I'm not here to force anybody to think any way. I'm just going to present. This is their statements, right? I did the diligence to go ahead and check it out, right? So it's up for everybody else to make their decision, right? But again, we want to be careful about how propaganda is weaponized against Black Americans, because I'm seeing a lot of discussion and t-shirts out here saying niggas for Trump and vote blue no matter who. And my question is, where are the deliverables? Right? So I'm going to just leave it like that. Let's go to the next one, y'all. Let's go to the next one. They all come from shithole countries. Mel, who said that?
Hey, that's Trump.
Joy. Sister Joy, who said that one?
I believe that's Trump as well.
No doubt, no doubt. There we go. Shout out to everybody in the building right now. All right, our special guests, they both got it right with that. Now, let's go to this one here again. Central Park 5, which basically forcefully evicted a bunch of folks, okay, because they were black. Who's responsible for that? Mel, you got it.
I believe that's Biden. I think
Joy, who was responsible for that?
That was Trump.
Shout out to Sister Joy in the building, in the building. That was Trump. Now, listen, this is not, again, I want to make sure that everybody understands this is not designed to make anybody look stupid or nothing. We are here to help Black Americans restore pride in themselves by informing them, because our people unfortunately suffer from a great deal of amnesia, right? So we want to kind of help them along as we are coming into this 2024 race, right? So let's keep on doing a little bit more work here. I like this kind of stuff. Okay. Who said this? What you all know, but most people don't know, unlike African American, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredible, diverse community with incredible attitudes about different things. Who said that, brother Mel?
that was Biden.
And now to you, Sister Joy. Who said that?
I really don't know.
Shout out to brother Mel. We going back to Biden. Now, Biden, in that kind of statement right there, unlike the African American, in that tone, ladies and gentlemen, has a funny way of exhibiting his racism and with the sleight of hand. And I think it is necessary. Well, I don't think, I know it is necessary for us to catch these kind of things. All right. Let's make it more plain. Who was the progenitor of the 94 crime bill? Brother Mel, you got the flow.
That was Joe Biden.
And Sister Joy, talk to me. Who was that? 94 crime bill.
I guess it would have been Joe Biden.
There we go. It's definitely Joe Biden. Right? Locking black men up disproportionately by the thousands. Right? In some instances, some would call it the original stop and frisk. Right? But this is the thing that we are dealing with here. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Peace to the Negro. Peace to my brother Let's Talk Too. Right? Peace to my brother Cut the Check. Peace to my sister Quiet Scale. Shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. Right? Now, let's make it make a little bit more sense. Okay? Following, ladies and gentlemen, following a boo from a crowd. This person said this: we gonna put y'all back in chains. Mel, who said that?
I honestly don't know this answer.
Sister Joy, who said that? We gonna put y'all back in chains.
I have no idea.
Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe Biden. Yeah, it's starting to look real wild out here. Okay? It's starting to look real wild out here for Joe. Let me give y'all a little bit. Let me give y'all something else here. Let's go with this. Okay? Let's go with this one. I mean, You got the first mainstream African American who was articulate, bright, and clean, and a nice looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook man. Who said that, Brother Mel?
I would say Trump.
Okay. And Sister Joy, who said that?
What? I'm sorry, I got distracted. What was that again?
No worries. I said, I read off. This person said, I mean, you got the first mainstream African American who was articulate and bright and clean and a nice looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook man. Who statement is that?
I don't know. It could have been either of them. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Biden coming through with the racism heavy. Oh, Biden is really up. Shout out to Star hitting the Cash App, being the sponsor for today's program. I appreciate you, Sister Star. Shout out to you always being a heavy sponsor and contributor to the program. Now, let's go to another one for y'all. Okay. They're great people. I mean, really, really great people. You know, uh, they're the nicest kind of people you could ever meet. Who made that statement? Brother Mel.
Biden.
Okay. Sister Joy. Who made that statement?
I don't know.
Believe it or not, that's Trump. That is Trump.
Wow.
Hey, it's really looking crazy. Listen, it's different right now. It's very different. We are, certainly. This helps everybody educate. So I want to definitely keep it in the realm of all of the above. So now, when we look at these kind of questions here, okay, why did I even think of bringing this thing up? Why did I want to present this to the folks? Okay, peace to Sister Star, peace to Brother Engagement, peace Sister MF Kush, peace to you. Why did I bring this up? Okay, as a Black American, when we talk about the inception of who we are as people, we got to look at what motivates us. Okay. Is it fear or is it freedom? And when you are talking about restoring pride amongst folks who seem to be a little bit lost, right? It was necessary for me to bring up this flag, bring up the lineage, the purposes of it, how it can move our folks in the right direction. What are the next stages for the flag, right? Now, Joy, if people wanted to get a hold of you and help move your efforts forward as it pertains to making this flag a little bit more, making people a little bit more aware of the flag, how could they get behind you and support your efforts with the flag?
I think, if people continue to follow us on all social media platforms, that has been a very effective way of spreading the word. I've recently been going to speak at a lot of different churches and schools about the flag as well. And they can contact me on any of the platforms that are available, including our website, which is originalblackamericanheritageflag.com.
Originalblackamericanheritageflag.com. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring this up for you then. All right. Now, she's on social media platforms, various social media platforms, but this is the one right here. If you want to go ahead on and zoom in on that, the original Black American Heritage Flag, the original. Okay. I'm zooming it on in there. Y'all can see it right there. Original Black American Heritage Flag.com. Definitely go ahead and hit her up, and definitely support the efforts there as far as getting the message out. We have something specific for us. It has been out here since 1967. Even even the brother was working on it a little bit earlier than that. Shoot. But that is something that belongs to us. Uh, the hopes for this particular flag, you mentioned at some point getting a documentary going, movie going for this. What other unique ways you would like to see this flag positioned, as it pertains to making a little bit more aware that this exists for Black America?
Well, I would love to see it raised in every city across the country during Black History Month, during Juneteenth, at schools, at civic centers. Um, I would love to have it become our universal statement of who we are as Black Americans.
Right. Shout out to that. Peace to everybody that's in the chat. Peace, Sister Star. Peace to you. You know, I will tell you, Joy, that we're about, I had to follow up with one of my colleagues, but we're right there as far as getting this flag in the Virginia Museum. Okay. So I'll keep you posted, but this is gonna be fly. I'll definitely let you know. We already dropped it off with the curator. So I'm definitely excited to see that happen as far as getting the message out. Uh Brother Mel, can we get a video of the flag of Black America with Joy in the video? Can we get that done, Brother Mel?
Yes, I would love to make that happen.
You know, because and Joy, would you be open to being in a flag of Black America music
I'm Miller King.
video?
You know what? I'm not sure about that, but I can talk to Mel offline.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Listen, if we could make it happen, that would be fly. You know, Black America needs something like that. We need something like that. We need to see the video. We need to see Joy in the building. We need to see everybody that was a part of that track, to get it out there. Because I mean, this is especially if we can get this, the clean version, although there's no cursing going on in the track, which is great. Was that intentional, Brother Mel? Because I don't even hear any cursing in the track when you created it.
Yeah, that was intentional, and I actually might switch up a couple of bars on my verse. So
Mhm.
I don't think this is the official version because I do plan on changing a couple of sentences in my
Okay.
verse. So
Okay. That's fly. So now you can put it in front of all the kids. The kids can listen to this. This is that's how you get the message out. I'm hoping at some point we will see more of this flag on different things. Okay. For example, I would like to have a saute pan with the flag of Black America on the handle. I would like to have my chef knives flag of Black America on the handle or at the tip end of the blade. That's I'm thinking like that. Um, Whatever way it takes to get it out there. Black flag of Black American grill. I'm just gonna go to food. That's just the way I look at things. But nonetheless, I want to thank everybody for tapping in here with us today. Joy, if there was anything you wanted to leave with the viewers here, you got the floor. Any last words or things that you would like to share with everybody who's tapped in with us today?
I would just like to thank everybody for listening today and for supporting the flag because the support, particularly online and on X and all the platforms, has been tremendous. So I'd like to just say thank you to everybody and keep flying the flag.
Most definitely, most definitely. Again, ladies and gentlemen, go to weareblackathletics.com to get your merch, your flags. Also visit the original Black American Heritage flag, to go ahead and holler at Sister Joy and the management there. Original Black American Heritage Flag.com, ladies and gentlemen, to go ahead and support the efforts coming out of the Legacy Camp, the Black American Heritage Legacy Camp. Also, Brother Mel, anything you want to leave the family with, you got the last word here, and then we'll be shutting it down, sir.
Yeah, y'all can stream Flag of Black America right here on YouTube and all digital streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music. And you can follow me at Secure the Tribe on all platforms.
Secure the Tribe on all platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I want to thank everybody for tapping in with us on this Sunday. This was a quick one here, but make sure you share this out. Let Black America know that they have something that is specifically made for them. Show real pride and not lip service. I'm your host, Chef C. This is On The Next Podcast, and I want to thank everybody for joining me here today. And remember, in a system of white degeneracy, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. My name is Chef C, and I'm out.